Hey guys, Max here, and today I've got another comic book review, this time strictly just Marvel. The only comics that I've been going to be reviewing the next couple of episodes is going to be just Marvel comics that came out actually last week. I picked up the comics and I read the comics. I just had some screwy problems with my phone, so I wasn't able to record it, but I'm going to record them now. So the first one I want to talk about is Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up, Issue 1. Now that's a huge name. This is where or Guardians Team Up, sorry. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up. This is a team up book, for those who don't know. Usually every time there's a big new thing, they try to come up with a team up book. So it's whatever the character is teaming up with somebody else, like Spider-Man Team Up, which was called Avenging Spider-Man, or Spider-Man Team Up. There was Deadpool Team Up. There's not really X-Men Team Ups, but there really should be. I know there's a Wolverine Team Up book out there, or there used to be. But yeah, I mean, this comic book, I'd say it's written by Brian Michael Bendis, so you know the writing's good. It just feels real whenever he touches something. It's just the writing's fantastic. The art is all right. It's not the best, but for what you're getting with it, it's pretty good. There is one nitpick I have to say about this. Now I've been reading Guardians of the Galaxy for quite some time. Before the movie was introduced, I was one of those people who knew about Guardians and was excited to see them take the comic book and turn it into a movie. So I know who the original people were, who the original people were, which are now considered the 3000 Guardians of the Galaxy team or whatever. But I knew the original costumes, I knew everything about it. The new Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out and kind of changed things for everybody. Changed attitudes for some characters, changed how characters interact with other characters, mainly costuming and how characters look. And I was like, that's fine, you know, it's a movie, it's what they're going to have to do. But they started to change things with the comics. And this is the best, the best interpretation of that. So if you look at the cover of that, you've got all the Guardians right there. Now, that's not what all the Guardians look like pre the movie coming out, okay? That's Star-Lord is wearing the costume from the movie. Drax is still himself because they're not going to do the tattoo detail. Groot now looks more like the comic book, or looks more like the movie. Even other characters, it's just I really don't like when they do that, when they decide to take something that was amazing and just go, oh, well, the movie's out, time to change it. So it is a minor nitpick. There's a secret character at the end of the comic that I don't want to ruin it for you. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's Groot. Groot's all doe-eyed and all like nice and non-monstrous looking. Groot is a monster. That's what he is. He's a tree monster. So them making him cutesy now is just because of the movie, which I've got nothing against, but at the same time, he's not supposed to be like that. I can't wait for them to pull out that Rocket Raccoon doesn't have an Australian accent, because for those who don't know, Rocket Raccoon has an Australian accent. Even if you play like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, he's got an Australian, he's an Aussie. That's what he calls himself. So if they try to take that out because the movie you haven't played by Bradley Cooper, that's not going to be great for those who actually know the character. But yeah, it's not bad. Now I don't want to sit there and like knock on the comic and say that it's bad. It's not. It's a good comic. It's a team up book. So generally what that means is the first story arc is good, and then you pick it up depending on who's joining in. The first issue is with the Avengers, which is alright. It's a good starting point, but it's not the Avengers you think. It's all these extra people. So I would give it a pass. Like, don't really pick it up, to be honest. It's not the best. There's other comics out there that I'd rather you be spending or paying attention to. It's not the greatest one out there, plus the whole changing the looks of characters to match movie stuff, I don't like that. So it wasn't that bad. It's just, I'd wait. Pick it up in trade paperback. Not that good. It's a 3. 3 out of 5. Going close to a 2, but kind of staying at 3 just because of Brian Michael Bendis, because, I mean, I love the guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, stay tuned to the next review.